trafficked within the so-called United States. Only 116 of them were logged into the Department of Justice's database.
People like me face murder rates at more than 10 times the national average. American Indian and Alaska's Native women are 2.5 times more likely to be sexually assaulted than women in the general population. 1 in 3 of us has experienced sexual violence. This is more than twice the national average. 4 out of 5 Native women are affected by violence today. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention claims that in 2016, the third leading cause of death for Native American and Alaskan Native females aged 10 to 24 is murder. We Indigenous people are more than just a statistic.
Why does being a woman, being queer, or being trans warrant harassment and disrespect? Why are brown and indigenous bodies winding up murdered just for the mere act of existing? Are women, two-spirits, and trans relatives hold important and sacred roles? When did society forget about the most sacred and valuable members in our communities?
Native women are the first caretakers and life givers to this sacred land. We're sisters, aunties, mothers, and hopefully one day grandmothers. But most importantly, we are somebody. We are people, just like you and you. We deserve safety, security, and justice. It is our right.
The violence against Indigenous women, children, two-spirits, and trans has become normalized by the hypersexualization and misrepresentation in Western media of Native women and the appropriation of our living culture. What is fed to you on your television contributes profusely to the injustice we are facing as a whole.
We are Indigenous women, two-spirit, and trans folks. We are sacred and should be respected.
The systematic violence, silencing, and erasure is connected to the extraction and violation of our lands happening right now. For the sake of progress, the lands of our ancestors are being destroyed and killing us with it. This is an epidemic, a man-made disaster, and a direct system of colonialism. The consumption of fossil fuels, construction of pipelines, and pollution of our sacred Earth Mother has direct correlation to missing murdered Indigenous women, two-spirit, and trans relatives. The lack of respect for Mother Earth and the refusal to acknowledge this oppression against the people who tend to her lands will only lead to more disaster.
The imperialist mentality of ownership is killing the land in our communities. These ideas are not traditional to these lands and not traditional to us. Taking without giving back, taking without consent or permission, and ruling over something that cannot be owned. The land will be land with or without borders or nations.
The lack of respect for the earth will only lead to more and more disaster.
Indigenous women, two-spirit, and trans folks are missing and disappeared. Their lives are taken from them. Many of their deaths are absent from the media and data resources. We see this clearly in the 2016 report done by the Urban Indian Health Institute.
In the South, our sisters are dying too. South America has the highest rate in the world of gender-based sexual violence against women. And in Central America, 2 out of every 3 women killed are victims of femicide. According to the United Nations, as many as 98% of femicide cases in South America went unpunished in 2016. Since the construction of pipelines and other fossil fuel projects, we have seen an influx of male workers in these construction sites, aka man camps, which disrupt the indigenous communities in the area, causing a surge in rates of violent crimes. This is associated with the increase of rates in sexual violence against indigenous women, two-spirit, and trans people.
We say no more man camps! We say no more pipelines on stolen lands!
The internationally accepted definition of femicide is the murder of a woman or a girl for the fact that she is a woman. Peru has one of the highest rates of domestic violence in South America. One report shows that 39.5% of Peruvian women experience sexual and physical violence from their partners, second to only Colombia and Bolivia.
Our society is hurting. Our land and our people are hurting too. Disconnection from the harsh reality you don't see or you choose not to see will not help us. We are here, right in front of you.
We are indigenous people, and we cannot be erased!
We are making a clear and distinct correlation between the mentality of ownership, capitalism, and colonialism, and the violence to our most cherished, our women, our two-spirit folk, and our trans relatives, and our lands.
Today, we are choosing to combat this violence by raising awareness, by reminding you of the potential violence we face every morning we wake up, when our feet touch the ground and walk the streets.
We are the First Nations of this continent, protectors of the earth. We bring healing and we are sacred.
What kind of earth will you be leaving to your children, your grandchildren? Will they respect, protect, and honor Native women, two-spirit, and trans folks? Will they protect and honor the earth that they walk on, understanding how intrinsically tied they are to it? Will they have respect for all living things?
New York City is Native territory. We are all living on historical Lenape lands.
It is important to bring awareness and gratitude to the land that we walk on. A simple way to honor the land that sustains us is by acknowledging the original caretakers of this land. It is place Lenape now belongs to tribes and nations gathered out of reservations in Oklahoma, Wisconsin, and Ontario. 2016, there were 5,712 Indigenous women, Two-Spirit, and trans folk reported missing, murdered, and or trafficked within the so-called United States. Only 116 of them were logged into the Department of Justice's database.
People like me face murder rates at more than 10 times the national average. American Indian and Alaskan Native women are 2.5 times more likely to be sexually assaulted than women in the general population. 1 in 3 of us has experienced sexual violence. This is more than twice the national average.
4 out of 5 Native women are affected by violence today. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention claimed that in 2013, the third leading cause of death for Native American and Alaskan Native females aged 10 to 24 is murder.
We Indigenous people are more than just a statistic.
Why does being a woman, being queer, or being trans warrant harassment and disrespect? Why are brown and indigenous bodies winding up murdered just for the mere act of existing? Why are women two-spirits, and trans relatives hold important and sacred roles? When did society forget about the most sacred and valuable members in our community?
Native women are the first caretakers and life givers to this sacred land. We are sisters, aunties, mothers, and hopefully one day grandmothers. But most importantly, we are somebody. We are people, just like you and you. We deserve safety, security, and justice. It is our right.
The violence against Indigenous women, children, two-spirits, and trans has become normalized by the hypersexualization and misrepresentation in Western media of Native women and the appropriation of our living culture. What is fed to you on your television contributes profusely to the injustice we are facing as a whole.
We are Indigenous women, Two-Spirit, and trans folks. We are sacred and should be respected. This systematic violence and silencing and erasure is connected to the extraction and violation of our lands happening right now for the sake of progress. The lands of our ancestors are being destroyed and killing us with it. This is an epidemic, a man-made disaster, and a direct symptom of colonialism. The consumption of fossil fuels, construction of pipelines, and pollution of our sacred Mother Earth has direct correlation to missing, murdered Indigenous women, Two-Spirit, and trans relatives. The lack of respect of Mother Earth and the refusal to acknowledge the suppression against the people who tend to her lands will only lead to more disaster. The imperialist mentality of ownership is killing the land and killing our communities. These ideas are not traditional to these lands and not traditional to us. Taking without giving back, taking without consent or permission, and ruling over something that cannot be owned. The land will be land without nations or borders.
The lack of respect for the earth will only lead to more and more disaster.
Indigenous women, two-spirit, and trans folks are missing and disappeared. Their lives are taken from them every day. Many of their deaths are absent from the media and data resources. We see this clearly in the 2016 report done by the Urban Indian Health Institute.
Since the construction of pipelines and other fossil fuel projects, we have seen an influx of male workers in these construction sites, aka man camps, which disrupt the Indigenous communities in the area, causing a surge in rates of violent crimes. This is associated with the increase of rates in sexual violence and against Indigenous women, Two-Spirits, and trans people.
We say no more man camps. We say no more pipelines on stolen lands.
In the South, our sisters are dying too. South America has the highest rate in the world of gender-based sexual violence against women. And in Central America, 2 out of every 3 women killed are victims of femicides. According to the United Nations, as many as 98% of femicide cases go unpunished in 2016.
The internationally accepted definition of femicide is the murder of a woman or a girl for the fact that she is a woman. Peru has one of the highest people, and we cannot be erased.
Excuse me, you can get a J or an M at the end.
We are making a clear and distinct correlation between the mentality of ownership and capitalism and colonialism and the violence that are most cherished. Our women are two-spirit folk and our trans relatives in our land.
Once again, for alternative
Today, we are choosing to combat this violence by raising awareness, by reminding you of the potential violence we face every morning we wake up, when our feet touch the ground and walk the streets.
We are the First Nations of this continent, protectors of the earth. We bring healing and we are sacred.
What kind of earth will you be leaving to your children, your grandchildren? Will they respect, protect, and honor Native women, Two-Spirit, and trans folks? Will they protect and honor the earth they walk on, understanding how intrinsically tied they are to it? Will they have the respect for these living things?
New York City is Native territory. We are all living on historical Lenape lands.
It is important to bring awareness and gratitude to the land we walk on. The simple way to honor the land that sustains us is by acknowledging the original caretakers of this land. This place Lenape now belongs to tribes and nations scattered throughout reservations and territories in Oklahoma, Wisconsin, and Ontario. Their territory used to be present-day New Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania, New York City, Western Long Island, and the Lower Hudson Valley. By creating that awareness, we are opening up the space for reparations, for true knowledge and accurate history to be the norm in education, so that no more Indigenous people have to undergo further oppressions. We make room for the healing of our land by allowing our most valuable of society to have a choice and role in our society.
By decolonizing, we are a response to the sickness of capitalism and the regime of oppression built by it. This is a sickness, and missing and murdered Indigenous people are the symptom of the sickness, are the collateral damage of the sickness. How can we treat these issues without figuring out a way to change the system?
We must continue to vote, to be fearless. We must continue to stand next to one another, raise our voices, and build the world we want to live in. Stand with us, learn, spread the word, and start a conversation.
Our history was never erased. Our future generations will continue to learn and teach our Native history.